something that really helps the in-game leader play that mid-run out to success. So I say, you know, Asuna, for me, for 100 Thieves, is going to be a key element in their success if they are to have success on Haven here.
Oof. Get this early round setup. I mean, early into this freeze time, it looks like a very quick C hit's going to come in. And I'm curious to see if Cutler's Recon is going to reveal stuff here, because typically that Sova on C gets all of this info.
All right, guys, we're about to kick it off. This is map 4 between both TSM and 100 Thieves here for the Grand Finals, best of 5 Grand Finals for First Strike North America. And TSM, they're looking like they are poised to run it all the way back to that 5th map. We'll have to see. As you said, Sean, it looked like that initial C-long pressure was coming in, but we've got 100 Thieves. They're rotating back around here, and they may be going straight into steal. Oh my god, Subroza. He has steal's number. That looked way too easy.
Yeah, and you could see Cutler's Recon did ping several players over at the C site, and that caused the A push to come in from Subroza and hazed. Great reaction between those two players.
And there's the, finally, Subroza is bested by none other than perhaps his counterpart on the other team, Asuna, on that Phoenix. There's that hot hand straight to spawn. You can see that that denies hazed any way to get forward position out of that choke point, which allows a full site take, and it also allows great post-plant positions to enable 100 Thieves to have the strongest defense that they can. 4 versus 4, though.
I think hazed will only have 1 dark cover for the retake. He'll have the paranoia that's going to cut across the site. That'll blind Dicey. These hell battles are everything on this retake right here.
And Nitro's looking for a timing here. There goes the paranoia. There goes the curveball. Nitro dodges one, but looks straight into the other one. Drone makes his way forward with the ghost. He is knocking down heads. It is looking very scary right now as Drone pushes further and further into the site. Oh, the shock dust huge from Hiko. There goes the hot hands. Dicey can't press forwards, but Hiko, he takes down everyone.
What in tarnation, Dan? The shock dart comes in from Hiko to save the day again. And then following it up with 2 frags, it looked like TSM's retake was just too strong for 100 Thieves. The Sova main.
Oh my god.
It back.
How much damage did that one shock dart do? Did that hit 3 players? It looked like that hit 3 players, Sean.
Insane.
Hiko on this Sova has been a revelation for me in this 100 Thieves run so far, but we'll have a couple of share out here for TSM in response on this eco rounds. Subroza and Drone, the duelists respectively. Triple duelist here for TSM.
You can see TSM has taken all these close quarter fights. They're playing close short A, they're playing up in garage, they're playing all these angles that favor, you know, the burst classic, the shorty. And that's a massive find early in this round. Here comes the B hit though.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to retake the B site without a lot of utility, and they're triple duelists, so not a lot of smokes to play with. Nice run by Dicey. Able to, ooh, that's a little bit late. Oh my god, Dicey goes down. That's a big problem. 2 versus 2 here. Drone still has that Sheriff in hand. It just takes a couple headshots. That's all it takes here, and Drone is the man to deliver them here for TSM. Tries to dodge the drone. Drone dodging the drone. And Hiko, if he gets that tag, he can opt to go for the Hunter's Fury if he really wants to finish this one off. He's not going to do it though. There's a hot hands. Drone looking to get it halfway at least, but in all of the time that Drone was dodging the drone, Nitro got position on his flank.
Gun here.
Wow. Very good, you know, reorganization right there by TSM, for lack of a better word. They fell down early, they quickly reacted, took the B site, got the spike down, repositioned into garage. They did a lot of things to push the issue when they were down members that round. Very costly though. And Wardell, here he is already on the operator, and he's going to play A. He's going to get aggressive on short A with Drone.
Glass cannon operator, love to see that. The confidence there from him, of course, always ever confident with the operator.
Oh, this is going to be so difficult for hazed because, like you mentioned, Hiko has this Hunter's Fury. The C site is so susceptible to these pops. when the Sova ult is in play.
But right now, TSM have deep A lobby information, so they can cheat all their way to the C site. They know what's coming here. hazed, able to dodge it just barely. That's very close. hazed will stay alive, and that's so important, Sean. He has the paranoia still in his hands, so him not going down could make the difference in a successful retake versus a non-successful or successful retake as we look for TSM to coordinate themselves around this site. And again, they had early information as to what was up, given the fact that they had that forward push on A lobby just earlier in the round, and here they go now. Paranoia comes through, blinds Asuna, drone takes him down. Nitro has to have a good performance here, backside. He gets traded out, 3 versus 2 in favor of TSM. 100 Thieves stuck all the way down C long to try to defend this. Wardell is tapping the defuse there, trying to pressure them for the peaks. The peaks are coming, and Dicey's the one to get the frags. It's up to Subroza now, and there's not too much left to be done in this position. There's no time for the defuse. It was a good effort, but 100 Thieves hold on to it.
Wow. Dicey with the cloudburst on the corner of that little pocket in long C might have just won the round. I don't even know if he did it on purpose, but you know what? It caused the TSM players to get off of the spike, focus on the long area, and that bought just enough time for Hiko to slip away.
So close for TSM there. And back onto the save again. This is how they started Ascent as well. 100 Thieves had like the perfect few attacking rounds to open up the map. It looks like it might be the case here as well. Aggressive towards B as well as short A and long here for TSM. Wardell pops the knives. He does have some armor as well, though he'll lose some of that. Some shield. Run it back is there for drone. They're really making it difficult here. TSM are having to use a lot of utility here to hold onto these positions, and it doesn't look like 100 Thieves will be held at bay for too much longer. Still goes forwards, trying to get the cam out there, trying to get some info. Color able to stop one. Wardell with the knives, able to dodge around. Oh, the classic! Does it against Steel, and now it's just Hiko. Again, how many times are we going to see just Hiko in the clutch? I don't even want to know what the numbers are for his success rate in these clutches, 1 versus 2. He's got 50 seconds. He's going to reset it, Sean.
Yeah, and I believe he saw the paranoia come through from hazed. He got the recon tag on Subroza. He knows both these players are at A, and he is booking it to the C-bomb site right now. This is going to be a free plant, and he is going to have a lot of time to work with to find a position. This is a 50-50 1-on-2, Dan.
It's going to be interesting to see how deep he goes, because he can't know precisely how the other players have played this. Have TSM gone to B in anticipation of a rotation from Hiko? You know, he can't go too far. He's decided to play C long. That makes a lot of sense, Sean, if he has some shock dart lineups, which he most likely does for this. That could make the difference. He has got full shock darts available. He's got the recon dart available as well. Full health, a Vandal. It's looking quite good for Hiko in this setup. It's going to be very hard here for Subroza and hazed. Hiko, great timing on the first dart there into... Oh, he's actually going to catch that. He actually landed that straight in a dark cover, but there's the trade from Subroza. He's going to be able to get the defuse in the nick of time. I actually cannot believe that, 1, Hiko landed that recon so perfectly, and 2, that trade came in just as swiftly.
Yeah, the thrifty from Playzilla coming in. I agree. I thought, you know, hazed would make the mistake of smoking C long, and then Hiko would recon behind that smoke. When they smoked the spike itself, I was like, oh, this is tragic for Hiko. He stuck that dart in the dark cover from that distance.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, that was close.
Oh man, that is impressive. But you know, Hiko's actually 8 for 1 right now. He's really killing it on these in these rounds early on. But the story could change here. TSM picking up their first round on Haven. There's that drone. Run it back. He's so good at this. Annihilate Steel. Oh god, it gets worse. 400 Thieves. Drone is running straight through them. Now here comes the push onto the C side. They knew that they had to do something in response to that the horrific aggression towards the A side of the map. Dicey has position on C, but the spike is in A lobby.
Yeah, when you hear drones run it back at A, you just immediately call the C strat, right? Jeez Louise, he destroyed Steel and Nitro.
He is so good, man, at those aggressions. But Subroza actually lurking beyond that position. It's unfortunate. They don't have to do too much here, TSM. They've got that spike under control. that might give an opening here because Asuna can potentially get to this. He just has to win a one fight.
Wow, that is a massive find by hazed, because I was just going to say, you know, getting a frag and attacker spawn opens things up for Dicey. hazed rotating a garage, takes out Asuna, and he has just stabilized the round completely for
30
TSM.
seconds left.
Hiko once again looking to do some damage. Oh, nice. Bit of pre-fire there from hazed. Hiko still gets the kill though. Excellent work just to keep the damage on, keep the pressure on to his opponents. Trying to get some cheeky shock darts to land. Hiko with a good sense as to what's going on, but there's really too much to handle. And man, that is one of the reasons why Drone to me is so incredibly good. It has been so many Haven games where I've seen him do this, pop the run it back, convert so many kills out of it. It's so good at disrupting a default from a team because he can just bully you away from that position.
Yeah, he just takes a main at the start of the round every time. And, you know, getting that back late, like you mentioned, so difficult. I mean, in order to get that back late in the round, you might have to use the Owl Drone or something like that. And that's a big, you know, ask out of your Sova.
Get out of my way.
This round, 100 Thieves might be posturing for a B hit, though. Everyone focusing on the center of the map. Steals Cam, looking front B. Cutler might drone out right here, and at that point, I would imagine TSM's going to start to realize, yep, the drones are going to cross pass. That's a lot of info right there. Finding Steel front B, typically the A lurker. You can see TSM posturing now for this B hit.
Asuna's there defending very close. Oh, Asuna! That is insane with the Stinger! How I don't understand at all, but he's created so much value for his team right now. 100 Thieves looking for that Thrifty. There comes the Hunter's Fury. hazed, he can't dodge it. He's going to go down as well. It's up to Wardell and Drone. At this point, do you want to give up that operator? There's not even the option to save it at this point. Asuna's coming for everyone. What an insane round from Asuna. I don't think that you can ever account for that, ever.
That is unreal. Getting 2 frags in the dark cover with a Stinger in hand. This was a throwaway round for 100 Thieves, and they find their 4th. Drone gonna have to save in the A side, but he's gonna get caught. Asuna coming in with the Playzilla Thrifty. Hiko's ult, by the way, saved both of those players in the back of the B site. They were about to get caught, and he blind ulted the Link.
Spike planted.
That was incredible.
Oh, that's so insane. It's like every single bullet of that Stinger landed on 2 players at the same time almost. It's so hard to account for that. That's such an upsetting round for TSM. Both teams with a full buy, but TSM, as you can see, their economy really waning at this point. They're in a really bad spot as far as that is concerned. Let's see what they're able to do in this situation. hazed with the deep dark cover. Fake TP to suggest that he's gone to the cubby position and could punish a pickup of this orb.
That might bait 100 Thieves to coming to top C, thinking they know hazed is on top of the box.
Because he has the Phantom too, they don't know for sure like where those bullets come from.
Asuna has his run it back, and it looks like they want to attack this B side again. The trip on the A flank signifies they're probably not going to go in that direction. Wardell opping the site, but Hiko's drone making things very difficult for Wardell.
That's a perfect tag. It's forced Wardell out. He can't cancel the ult! And the curveball lands straight in Wardell's face. And there goes Asuna. He is devastating. He takes down 2 players with the run it back. What a beautiful conversion off of his ultimate. And now, again, TSM are in a position where retaking, it feels like it's going to be so difficult. But Drone sneaks through. But Dicey has the trade. Was it worth it for Drone to go for that play? We'll have to see if there's anything left to do for TSM in this round. They are saving at this point, trying to hold their ground, trying to hold on to these weapons and bring them to the next round. But TSM is actually a weird situation, Sean, because if 2 players survive here with these weapons, and they're not going to get loss bonus, their teammates are going to be on pistols. So, okay, well, that's another frag for hazed.
Yeah, I agree, though. They're going to try to get Wardell, this operator, into the next round, and they're doing a lot of damage to the economy right now on 100 Thieves. So hazed has that operator. They're both going to save in defender spawn. And yeah, like you said, they're going to take these 2 guns into the next round, and it might screw up the economy for TSM if things go sour here.
And this Asuna is just so deadly with these pushes. This was one of the reasons why I was highlighting him for me on Haven. He I don't know if it's this map in particular, just one of the maps he is better at than some of the others, but I just consistently see him doing things like that, and it makes a huge impact for his team. These B hits have been really strong from 100 Thieves. They also did that against pretty much every team they've played against on this map so far.
Oh, and this is the battle right here at A. Wardell has the knives. Hayes going to keep the operator at C. This is likely going to be, I don't know. I can't tell if they're just posturing to push back A, because the spike is actually still over at C. Steel put a very, very aggressive trip down.
I was just going to say the drone is one pip away from a run it back as well. So if drone is going to somehow find a kill, then a run it back is available, and obviously Steel doesn't want to give up this Vandal to anybody. Ooh, got to be careful about that one. Wardell is dangerous. And here's the creep from Asuna through to this B site. There's that wall to provide some cover, cut off the vision for TSM. Subroza can't find anything with his pot shots through that wall. And the spike goes down for 100 Thieves. They're looking pretty good here. How do you get back in if you're TSM?
These two players back B side are going to be singled out. They're both paranoid.
Oh, Wardell with a double off the Blade Storm. He's looking for more. They've managed to regain control of the site. Excellent work there so far from TSM. Oh, Wardell with number 3. He wants number 4, but Cutler's going to get it. That's insane there from TSM. We are seeing so many of these rounds get won where you don't think a team can do it. They haven't got the equipment, but they find a way. The flawless by Prime Gaming for TSM. It's a thing of beauty.
It really is, Dan, because the way TSM retook this site, the dark cover in the front, the paranoia shooting through the back, Wardell cutting the distance with the dash, it's just, they played it so perfectly. And that's part of the reason why taking the B site is so difficult. It's not getting the spike down, it's holding that spike, because people are coming in from every which direction. You're so vulnerable during the retake. And you see why right then and there.
And this is the round that could, if TSM are to find a victory in this one, they can really start to get that momentum as the economy for 100 Thieves will start to tank, maybe force some ecos. Asuna is going to move his way straight into the B side. If he had not been tagged by that drone, he may have considered pushing deeper. Can still wall, though, to create some problems. And he's creating a lot of distraction here and possible rotations by all of this pressure into the B site, given how much 100 Thieves like this B site. TSM are playing retake on A, and they have a heavy setup around C and B to account for 100 Thieves' tendencies.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Steel got a lot of ground at A. He's calling the team back. But you can see, actually, Drone called Subroza in. They're going to have 3 people at this A site for this hit. TSM reading this very well.
And Nitro just threw his paranoia into C to try to really keep that rotation away from A. Oh, there's that old Subroza whipping the first few bullets there. Yeah, this is looking a bit sketchy here for TSM. You've got to be careful, but Subroza is able to take down Steel. Steel not having the best time so far on Haven. And this pressure from TSM is really good right now. It's really preventing 100 Thieves from taking any positions like towards Hell. And as Sean mentioned, that's a very strong place to stand if you're trying to defend this site. Dicey goes through with the Spectre. But unfortunately for 100 Thieves, there's too much firepower here from TSM. Shock Dust coming through, but it's now just down to Hiko again alone. Stuck behind, in this short position. Hayes will be able to find the victory there as he takes him down.
You failed.
Those were a lot of very, very close gun battles on the retake that I feel like, 100 Thieves could have very well came out on top here, even in the 4-on-5 scenario that was created by Subroza. But yeah, I mean, you did mention it kind of early. When Subroza got locked out, it looked a little hopeless, but when he got the frag, overhealed, the power of Reyna just is so insane in a scenario like that. And here we have 100 Thieves again on a broken buy. Do they go back into this B site? What's the play for them?
Yeah, it's been a while since we saw a faster kind of C pop or something like that from them. So we've been getting all those, Nitro, Omen smokes, dark covers through to C window fairly frequently, which does allow a quick entrance to Asuna, who's made his way through Garage.
Dan, Asuna's going to flank Garage. Asuna is going to flank Garage. This is going to be a huge play.
As Wardell stuck on the side, able to get down Nitro, pulls out the Sheriff! Can't deal with Asuna though. That's going to be Drone and Subroza on the retake. Sure, let's see what they can do here. Able to punish that, run it back. Able to, can't quite find the body. And that's going to be the thrifty by plays. I feel like we're getting thrifties every other round. Short, it's kind of insane. 6 rounds now for 100 Thieves against the 4 of TSM.
That one has to hurt TSM. That's another one of those rounds where you feel like the lack of a Sentinel sometimes hurts TSM. Obviously, they're greatly benefited from not having one with this setup. But that round, having Asuna just lurk through Garage and flank C and get the 2K with a stinger yet again. I mean, he is just getting behind enemy lines time and time again right now.
Looks like an A-lobby pressure is coming through from 100 Thieves early on, or at least they want to entertain that idea. But similarly, TSM looking like they want to stop that. Drone is pretty deep there. Had the support of Subroza. They're going to back away instantly. And they're going to make their way to A long here. So you can see this reset is going to play into the reposition of the duelists of TSM. Subroza and Drone waiting as they force the clearance towards the short position. They force that drone usage, which now can't be used in another spot. The question is, can Drone and Subroza find some value from this A-long position? Asuna's going to make his way forward, but surely he's going to run into the duelists. Nitro gets the info, gets taken down though. There's a trade on the A site. Dicey trying to keep his presence alive here. Oh god, he's going to get
ulted away! He's ulted away from C. It's a C hit, Dan. Oh my goodness, he ulted away at the worst time, and Hiko knows that hazed ulted to long. Oh my goodness, this is such a weird scenario.
Perfect timing for 100 Thieves. But they're still down a man here. Ooh, this guy. Yikes. Feels bad, man, for hazed. I was going to say it would be the 4v3 at least, but 3 versus 3. And as you say, the amount of time now to just rotate is insane. Nitro looking to play above the dark cover there by logs. They know that he's in here. Oh, he's getting tagged, and Cutler gets it. That might actually allow them to do something here. Subroza coming in on the flank here. There's 2 players. If he can find these kills, Steel defends. There's the trade though. 1 more player to go. Can Hiko get this? Can he stop the defuse? Wardell's going to go for the stick. He's going halfway. He's come off a bit. He's back on it again. He's going to try to dodge, but Hiko with the Hunter's Fury locks it in for 100 Thieves. 7-4.
Wow, we've seen it all tournament long. Subroza on the flank, but who better to take him out than the flank master himself from 100 Thieves Steel. So aware. You can see his model turn at the last second right there. Great find by Steel. And Hiko sealing the deal yet again for 100 Thieves.
Oh wow, Subroza is going to be kicking himself, Sean. If he kills Steel there, the round is over. TSM win it, guaranteed, and it looks so good for him. But into the next one, we'll see if TSM can make this last round of the first half count as they go real fast. 100 Thieves up C long. They haven't gone for a pace quite like this one. And Cutler's there, backside. Nitro kicks down Wardell. It's really on Cutler here, dashing out of the way. Oh man, it's looking so bad right now for TSM. Spike plant comes through. Drone creeps forwards, a bulldog in hand. Great movement, but that's going to be a wrap for the first half. 8 rounds for 100 Thieves to the 4 of TSM. TSM, they've got a job and a half on their hands here to try to convert this map.
Yeah, you felt like that half was seesawing back and forth in the early stages, even up to about the middle of the half, and then there hit a point where 100 Thieves just ran away with it, ending the half 8-4 on the attacker side of Haven. They are in such a good position right now to close out this series. Hiko knows it.
Oh, go ahead, Sean.
Ooh. No, I was just gonna say Hiko knows. You could see in his face. He feels very, very good about 8 rounds on the attacker side.
Yeah, it's going to be so rough, but TSM is a team that has so much resilience, and Haven is a map where they've done it so many times before. So see what they can come up with here on their attacking side. Again, it tends to be an attacker-favored map, Very fast movement from TSM straight down sewers into that A site. There's Asuna, he's so blind, and he's got Wardell behind him. And that's going to allow for a quick advantage for TSM. Quickly traded by Dicey and Nitro, trying to hold on to this site. But in goes Drone from the back. It's looking pretty back and forth at this point. This battle for the site here, it might be won by Cutler at this point on that Ghost. Able to take down one more. Oh, dagger dart comes out, and that's Hiko's moment to strike. And it gets even worse.
Classic Nitro with the heroic staying alive backside with 5 HP, allowing the Frenzy to rotate in. It honestly looked like TSM had this site easily, but they couldn't get the back of the site. The rotate just kept coming in one by one. And it ends with Hiko taking out the fellow Sova with a jumping classic.
Hiko, man, this guy is just so hard to stop in these moments. It just feels like the more players that are dead in the round, the stronger Hiko gets. Some kind of like correlation there. Oh, what? That's kind of, I don't know if this thing is supposed to work like that. He must have modded it or something.
He's got the mod on it. That was filthy.
That sucks for TSM, but at the very least they are on a save, so not the worst thing in the world. And they will try to find some damage here. I mean, that's the objective, right? You're looking for damage, a way to at least pressure the economy. If you manage to get a pick, you can start to think about some of the round win conditions. But it's not going their way, any kind of pick so far.
And while we have a second on the C creep right here, I just saw the stat. TSM are 1-7 in pistol rounds in this series so far, Dan.
Yikes.
Cage trigger.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's kind of crazy.
One enemy.
They are unable to sort of figure out their pistols so far as a team.
Silence.
Nice damage by Cutler. Good couple Sheriff
30
kills
seconds
coming in
left.
for him. Looking to find one more. He's got a good range for this now. He finds the headshot, but that's 100 Thieves converting. 10-4 now. TSM really have their backs against the wall on this attacking side of Haven. This is map 4 of this best of 5 series. If there was a world where TSM could find a way, find a path back to a map win, it would be Icebox to decide it.
We've yet to see TSM on Icebox, so we don't even know what that would look like. But Wardell with the operator here at 10-4. There's one man that can claw TSM back in this game. We've seen him do it time and time again. Him, Drone, Subroza, the core of this team. Drone pushing down mid, actively looking to open this round up.
Asuna on the aggression.
I'm sorry, that's Asuna.
Yeah, it's looking really good there. Takes down Subroza. Did not expect that. Spots another. Oh my god, hazed has no idea of that angle. That's so devastating. Not like this. Drone will try to figure out what's going on here, but he's a little bit too late. Asuna has come and gone and done the damage. They're going to make their way through Garage. It is free for now, and this has to be contact because they can't afford to give any information away. And Nitro might have a bad time.
It's a very rough spot for Nitro, but he still takes out Drone.
With the stinger, no less, from that range. That's pretty brutal. Asuna gets himself in there, takes down another one. Cutler in an impossible scenario against too many players, surely, as he makes his way through the window. Again, looking for some damage. Get some economic pain onto 100 Thieves, but they'll be able to pretty swiftly deal with him. 11-4. 2 rounds away from the First Strike North America Championship. It's a beautiful trophy, Sean. It's a beautiful trophy, and I'm sure 100 Thieves want to add that to their coffers, to their trophy chest.
Yeah, that trophy looks gorgeous. And they're all playing right now from LA in the 100 Thieves office. I think it would look very pretty on those shelves behind them. But they still have some work to do. 11-4 here. Dicey with the operator again on top of the B site. What does TSM have to offer?
Dicey up top on the B site, looking to see what he can do. TSM already lost some health on hazed there. It's an awkward situation. 3 rifles, 2 sheriffs. Drone goes through to clear position. Clears through a trip, that's always nice. That's always value from a drone to be able to accomplish that, but You can see Hiko's going to find the info. He spots 2 players. There comes the dark cover from across the map from Nitro to prevent a short push. At least TSM have created some pressure, but
yeah, they still have to go back to mid. Yeah. Dicey is still holding the top of this B site, and it's going to be very difficult for them to push him off this angle. Their best bet is likely B with this buy, but dealing with this operator here could be a huge problem. Dicey leaves B. The fake is working. It's opening up B. Wardell's lurked into garage. And Nitro deals with him.
30 seconds left.
Gets traded though, and that leaves the C site open. You can see TSM knows they've flash spawned. They're rotating in.
Oh, great shot from hazed. Doing a lot with little. TSM right now trying to make it work. But those shock darts from Hiko are just... they're going to be seen in the nightmares of TSM players for days to come. Subroza able to take down one more. Great defense on the flank as well. As that eliminates Steel, it leaves only Hiko. He's going to dodge that. Doesn't want to shoot it. Wants to make sure he can't. It doesn't give his position away. Not making any sound cues. Wraps his way around. Taps the spike. He knows exactly where that's coming from. Color is helpless. He's helpless right now. Oh, he gets the gun out just in time to take down Hiko and TSM. They sealed the round away. Maybe there is some life in the old dog yet, Sean, as TSM win an unlikely round.
Very unlikely that they would have clawed through that round. They split up the entire map. They ended up getting picks all over, made it chaotic as they possibly could. And that's where TSM thrives. Oh my goodness, when Hiko is chasing down Cutler, he knows how vulnerable you are in that Sova ult state. Trying to get to him, and Cutler desperately trying to cancel his ultimate as quick as possible. Whew.
Oh, Dicey with a forward off angle. Has to dash back and away, and there is the cover from Asuna, but he goes down. He will be sacrificed. Dicey stays alive. Cloudburst trying to keep himself in this backside position. He knows he has to hold on to it for his teammates to rotate in time. Drone, though, he's collapsing around. He's surrounding them. He's taking it all as he makes his way to spawn with the run it back. Steel will take him down, but he's alone against 5 players. Looking for the flawless TSM. What an explosive response. This is what we wanted to see, Sean. We need to see a confident TSM. They were starting to look dejected, deflated. But with a round like this, with the energy of a round like this, maybe they can find more.
Yeah, it definitely looked like TSM fell flat for a couple rounds right there, but this is vintage TSM. The C-Pop led by drones run it back, and the flawless by Prime Gaming comes in. So explosive. So explosive. Dicey push off the angle right away from Jones' curveball. Leaves Asuna on an island, and they just fall apart.
This was something that I feel like really, we saw some fortune, some luck here going the way of TSM. Dicey going for that off angle. We haven't seen it all this off just yet, and it was the right moment for that hit to come in from TSM. Because Dicey obviously needed some support, and that actually meant that Nitro was in a forward position, or rather, sorry, Asuna. So it all worked out there for TSM. Can't rely on such things. But
TSM maybe sends another C push, but Dicey opening it up in mid. He's going to be able to collect that gun, and he's going to continue forward. He's in the window.
Yeah, Subroza got caught really badly. I don't even know how. We didn't see that on our screens, but Wardell will take down Asuna as well. So that does at least alleviate some of the pressure here. They can regroup. As long as they stick together, you should imagine they'll be okay here, Sean. But as I say that, Dicey, with that gun that he picked up, just as you said, he's doing some damage, and he's still holding on to mid. This is a lot of info for 100 Ds. It's a 3v3. They can't get those guns. Dicey's teammates, that is, but...
Color has this recon, and that could clear out Dicey, but they're going to take it dry. They're going to go for these gunfights, and they're going to pay for it. Dicey finds his 3rd of the round. We're now in a 3-on-2, and Wardell trades it back 2-on-2. But the most important thing to note right here is 100 Thieves, remaining players, half health, no guns. They were not part of this fight with Dicey.
It is insane.
30 seconds left.
The confidence to challenge Dicey's position there. And Wardell, it took a pretty incredible shot for him to clean that up. Most operator players are not going to be able to hit those, I feel like, but it's Wardell, of course. And they will find their way onto a clear
Hiko has his
site.
Hunter's Fury. I think he's going to pop it right here. They don't have time to do all this.
Uh-oh. Oh, he dodges the first
10
one. That's the
seconds
important one.
Planted.
Oh, that was very close. Very good spike plant position to avoid all of that.
They were aware, Dan. That was a very heads-up play by Wardell to plant in a really weird spot in the back of the site.
This pinch timing, though, Steel could really create problems. There's the recon dart. That will give some information for Steel. He's going to spot one, and they walk straight into Steel. Now it's on to Wardell. He knows that Steel's on T-Long. Great shot from Wardell. He has the Cloudburst available as well. He's got one bullet in the operator before he needs a reload, and that's all he needs for the Red Bull clutch. Wardell brings it home for TSM. Another round on the board, but the question is, should it have ever been so close?
Oh, it honestly might be good for TSM that it was, just because they got the Hunter's Fury out of Hiko.
That's a good
The
one.
longer he holds that on, I feel like he can secure rounds late in this game. That was the worst Hunter's Fury I've seen out of Hiko, but that's because of the plant that Wardell had. Wow, we're at 11-7 now. Full buy from both teams. And we have plenty of ults on the table. Dicey with the Blaze Storm. Nitro has the Omen ult. Steel has his ult as well. On the other side, we have the Empress, and we have Wardell with the Blade Storm. This is going to be a pretty insane round.
And Asuna's only 2 away from that run it back. So just pick up the A-long orb, a kill, and boom, the run it back is operational in this round as well. Looking at the early round setup here, it's looking fairly default, I would say. Some A-lobby pressure coming through from TSM, forcing some utility from 100 Thieves, try to get a feel as to what they're doing. They've got presence towards C long also, as well as Garage and Grass.
Oh, would you look at this? Nitro and Hiko did a dark cover recon combo at the end of C and faked pressure. Hazed doesn't know if there's someone pushed along C. And because of that, they have so little control on that side of the map. It almost forces them to go into this A bomb site right now.
Yeah, you would think that TSM should do that, but they are so cautious here. They are so very cautious. And 100 Thieves, there's been so much of a delay. Now they're forced to pop a drone. They pop the drone through, TSM recon through Grass. Wardell finds Steel. That's a pretty huge pick right there. Wardell, though, gets taken down by Asuna. That's a brave peek, but it works out for 100 Thieves. They needed something. And now we have to run back to the C site where Nitro sits. He's got the paranoia. He's got dark covers. He sees them coming. There's that dark cover. There's the paranoia, slowing them down. They have 30 seconds to plant this spike here. They are pretty committed to this C bomb site or the B site at worst.
This is all on Cutler, Dan. Cutler's lurking into the B site right now, trying to open things up. He's going to go into A link. If he finds this frag onto Asuna, it could open everything up for them.
Oh, the awareness from Asuna is crazy. He's looking for that, and Subroza looks like he should be able to get this spike planted, but there are 100 Thieves players surrounding him from every single side. There comes Dicey with the Cloudburst. Oh, that's stunning from Dicey. What a flick. It's up to hazed here. He's looking for that diffuser through the smoke. He knows that he can't find it in time. He's worried about the flank as well. He just wants to get some damage in at the very least. The round is over. 100 Thieves move to game and match. Series point. Championship point here for First Strike North America for 100 Thieves. TSM need so much to come back from this position.
Absolutely unbelievable. In the final hours here, we have Asuna coming up big. We have Dicey hitting the first dagger on his ult. The youngins are the ones that give 100 Thieves their 12th round tournament point here. Holy. Who would have thought we would have been in this scenario, Dan?
It's really crazy. It truly is. And you know what? It's not over just yet. Full buys for both squads here, for TSM and 100 Thieves. TSM, they know it's all on the line. They've been quiet in some of the rounds, but they are showing a lot of resilience despite that. Map to map to map, we're seeing TSM having to struggle, but finding answers. But maybe this could be it. We'll have to see. TSM, they've been playing a slow pace so far, Sean. Would it be the time to mix it up? We have a 3-man setup here from 100 Thieves, though. They want the action on this A-long setup. They want that orb.
Oh, how do they challenge this? Dicey missing the shot. Shock dart coming in from Cutler, making it a 5-on-4. And TSM are going to take that and fall back. They're going to take that 5-on-4.
Okay, but what's the... Again, this is like the IGL's dream. You get the 5v4, but you get it right at the beginning of the round. So you got lots of time to try to manipulate the rotations and get yourself on the site for free.
And look at this. Steel, look at Steel's presence, Dan. The nerd cam in B, playing back B. He has a trip in garage. He has a trip top C. Oh, he's so aware.
Great stuff from drone there.
Oh my goodness.
Steal, though, through the smoke. Oh, they're annihilating TSM. There's only 2 players left. It's a 2 versus 4 for TSM. They have to find a way out of this situation, but it's getting worse and worse. And who better than Hiko to look to seal the deal here in this grand finals as Cutler tries. He does all that he can, but it's simply not enough against 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves, they've done it. They are your First Strike North America champions. What a performance, Sean.
Absolutely insane. I can't believe it. Such a young team. I mean, the roster was given to Hiko. At first, obviously, he had that roster where 4 players from PUBG were brought in. It didn't work out, right? The community had so much backlash. 100 Thieves as an organization replaced those 4 players. One by one, they pieced together this monstrous team, bring in Nitro, probably the biggest signing in all of Valorant off of Team Liquid from Counter-Strike Go. Here they are, all that hard work. Steel has just constantly been under criticism as an in-game leader.